各位观众，我是金宇熙。在中国 ，Claire Danes 最有名的作品就是《Romeo and Juliet》，但是这个戏是在16岁的时候演的。在16岁到现在为止，他已经拍了很多的电影，都是很出色的作品。今年他是我们上海电影节的嘉宾，带了他有部电影叫做《Me and Orson Welles》，我同 Orson Welles 一个电影。我看到他已经有很大的进步，很大的不一样。我很高兴，今天 Claire Danes 是我们嘉宾。
克莱尔·丹尼斯这个长相清纯的女孩子，可能是她这个年龄段最成功的女演员之一了。1994年，15岁的克莱尔·丹尼斯和维诺娜·赖德一起出演了《小妇人》，她所扮演的意志薄弱的三女儿贝斯，在观众中引起了极大的反响。16岁的时候，她主演了那部让她一夜成名的《罗密欧与朱丽叶》后现代激情片，从此成为了少男少女心中的偶像。18岁那年，她又参与了科波拉导演、马特·达蒙主演的《造雨人》，而今年她又带着新的一部影片来到上海，和她的新婚丈夫一起走上了第13届上海国际电影节的红地毯。
Claire， 你这次来呢是我们上海电影节的贵宾，你走了我们这个红地毯，当时的感觉怎么样呢？
It was incredible. I think it was the most, it was the biggest red carpet I've ever walked. And it was so special because, Hugh's birthday is coming up and we were very surprised to be greeted with a huge high bow stuffed animal and the entire audience saying happy birthday to Hugh, which was very exciting, very sweet. So.
你是第一次来上海，你对上海的印象怎么样？
It's incredible, really. I come from New York City and I actually live downtown in Soho and it's very close to Chinatown. So I've always been very curious about China. And, New York is such a vibrant, thriving city, but this is like nothing I've ever seen. Just the growth and the progress and development here is mind-blowing. And the architecture is beautiful, especially at night. It's just, it's magical.
第一次来上海的克莱尔·丹尼斯，在抵达上海的当天晚上，就来到羽西家参加电影节的欢迎晚宴。当时羽西问他最想在上海做什么时，他是这样回答的
：“Welcome to Shanghai.
Thank you. This is a thrill. We just landed, but it's a little overwhelming. But it's been fantastic so far.
Well, we're excited to see the expo. Yeah.
You are going to the expo, I think.
We are.
On the 13th.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, all of it. I'm excited to eat the food.
Tonight the food is fantastic. It's supplied by a very famous restaurant called 小南国, so you will really love it. It's a Shanghainese cuisine. Yeah. Okay.
现在他这个愿望实现了吗？
这里的东西好吃吗？
Well, we've had some epic meals. I think I've eaten more on this trip than I ever have in my entire life. And as I said, growing up in New York, downtown especially, whenever there was anything to celebrate as a child in our family, we would order Chinese food. So dumplings are my favorite food because I associate it with celebration. And I remember my first job was when I was 4 years old, and I got $100 and I bought a Cabbage Patch doll. Did you have Cabbage Patch dolls? They were like a big phenomenon. And so we welcomed the new Cabbage Patch doll with a big Chinese feast. So anyway, it's been a dream. The food here is just so delicious. I worry I may be 2 sizes bigger when I get back, but it's well worth it.
But you're very funny, actually. Every time you come into dinner with me, you say, I'm really full. I can't eat very much.
But then I eat a lot more because it's so delicious. It's impossible not to, but it's been great.
除了享受美食之外，克莱尔·丹尼斯夫妇还一起参观了世博园。
那你去了世博会，感觉怎么样？
Well, that was a big day. We went to, I think, 4 pavilions, and we, of course, were so well looked after and very spoiled, and we didn't have to wait on the lines, but still, it was, by the end of it, it was just so overwhelming. And there's more that I wanted to see, but it was kind of impossible. But yeah, it was fantastic. The Chinese pavilion especially was really astonishing.
Really wonderful, right? Okay.
Yeah.
爱笑爱聊，易动易静，无论是在红地毯上，还是在世博园的人群里， 克莱尔·丹尼斯总是能找到一种让自己自由又自在的方式。她说，她的这种个性来源于自己的家庭。
看起来好像你是一个很有激情的人，从小的时候很有激情，激情从哪来？
I'm not quite sure. I mean, I think my parents definitely were a strong influence in that respect. They're both visual artists. They've done a lot of different things over the course of their lives, but very creative people and always fostered and encouraged creativity in me. And but I really can't identify the exact reason why I always had this focus and this drive. I mean, I just was very attracted to performing from a very young age, and my parents, sent me to classes and indulged my curiosity.
各种艺人培训班、舞蹈班为克莱尔·丹尼斯的演艺之路打下了坚实的基础，而从小贵族式的教育又培养了克莱尔独立、内敛、淑女一般的气质和修养。
克莱尔，你就是从小的时候已经生活在比较优越的环境下，你去了一个很好的学校 Bolton， 也去了耶鲁大学。
Well, I mean, I was very privileged in that my parents are very decent people and very educated people, and education was always a huge priority for both my brother and me. Yeah, and college was really important for me because I did work from such a young age and didn't really have a chance to socialize.
你从什么时候开始决定一定要做演员呢？
Well, I remember when I was 5 years old, I saw Madonna perform on television, and I had kind of an epiphany. I kind of realized that you could perform as your job. It could be your vocation. And I thought, well, yes, that sounds very appealing to me. Why not? And then I learned when I was about 7, somebody told me that most actors don't make much money, and that worried me because I didn't want to be, uncomfortable. So then I amended my plan. I changed my plan, and I thought, okay, well, I'm going to be a therapist, and then I'll do acting workshops on the side, and I'll satisfy my creative urges that way. And so that was my line for about a year. And then I actually made a formal announcement at the dinner table about a year later. I said, no, money or no money, I must be true to my art, and I'm going to act. And then I started taking acting classes, and basically, kind of a year after that, got an agent and started working. So I think my parents thought I was ridiculous, but I was serious. I really meant it. Yeah.
克莱尔·丹尼斯的父亲是一位摄影师，母亲是位画家。显然，他们身上的艺术基因也遗传到了女儿的身上。除了对表演情有独钟之外，对于时尚，克莱尔也有自己的见解。
人物杂志曾经评你是世界50名最漂亮的人，你感觉自己漂亮吗？
I think I've heard a lot of people say this, and I think it's actually true. Sometimes, there are the rare moments when I'll kind of look in the mirror and think, no, you're not so bad, But I tend to be very self-critical, and so yeah, no, I don't think I'm a great beauty, but I love fashion, and I've learned too that beauty is something that you create and cultivate and develop, and it's okay to do that, to work on it. When I was younger, I thought you either have to be, intelligent or beautiful. You have to make a choice, and I realize now that they're related, and you don't, and.
你的穿衣打扮是什么风格的？
I've been so lucky to meet fantastic designers who are now my dear friends, and I've known them for many years. And Narciso, my friend Narciso Rodriguez, made this dress, and I met him when I was 16, and Zach Posen I grew up with. And
Oh yes, that's the dress you wore for the film festival.
Right. So yeah, I've known him since we grew up in the same neighborhood in New York, and he designed a dress for me when he was in high school. So it's really fun to have him be such a celebrated, great, real fashion designer now, and to be working with him as grown-ups.
He's very talented.
He's very talented, yeah.
聪慧的克莱尔·丹尼斯喜欢和有才华的人交往，她的男朋友也都是圈内的才子。 1996年，丹尼斯曾经和好莱坞怪才马特·达蒙拍拖，而她现在的丈夫休·丹斯也是好莱坞为数不多的哈佛大学的高材生。作为公众人物，早在娱乐圈摸爬滚打多年的克莱尔·丹尼斯自有一套心得，能很好的平衡曝光率和私生活之间的天平。
你很早就出道了，一直都是在公众的眼光下面长大，你感觉这个好吗？
Well, I think you just have to be careful about, what you share and reveal, and I've learned over the years that it's really important to protect what is intimate.
你同你的先生 Hugh Dancy 决定不接受访问，一起接受访问，也是一种保护自己私生活的方法吗？
I think so, yeah. I mean, some couples don't even walk the red carpet together, and they're very strict about that. And I understand why that is, and I think everybody has to decide for themselves what is appropriate. And but yeah, I mean, we're here to talk about our two respective performances, and so it's helpful to delineate that because it can get fuzzy and complicated.
不过，对于克莱尔·丹尼斯来说，生活中的她倒并不太介意和先生一起出现在我们的镜头里，甚至在上海电影节的红地毯上，她还和现场的观众一起给老公送上了生日的祝福。
As we know, because in the coming week you will have your birthday, right?
This is true.
因为在下个礼拜，在6月19号是她的生日，让我们一起说
Happy birthday!
让太太给她送回去吧。You want to present the gift to your husband?
Happy birthday, baby!
享受公开场合的大秀恩爱，也珍惜两个人单独相处的时间。新婚不久的克莱尔·丹尼斯现在正在努力学习做一名好太太。
我听说你很喜欢做菜、做饭。
I'm getting better. I do like cooking, but I would love to get to the point where I could just go to a market or a store and see a beautiful eggplant or something and say, oh, I'm gonna create my dinner around that. But I'm not at that point, so I have to follow the recipe very carefully and diligently. I'm kind of nerdy that way, but one day I'll get better, hopefully.
克莱尔是去年9月份你结婚了，问你的生活是你想象的一样吗？
It's better. Well, Hugh is better than I expected him to be. He's such a good man, and he's a really good man, and it's very exciting to just continue to learn about somebody and reveal yourself to somebody in a deep way, and hope I trust it'll continue to evolve and grow, and something I look forward to.
Good.
从小出名，却能踏踏实实地演好每一个角色，聪明智慧，却一样享受平淡的生活，追求完美，却更加珍惜家庭的氛围。这就是集美丽与智慧于一身的克莱尔·丹尼斯。
这次呢，我们访问了 Blair， 也访问了 Hugh Dancy， 但是他们有个特别的要求，他们不希望我们一起访问两个人，那两个人都是公众人物。但是他们对自己的婚姻、对他们的私生活呢，还是有相当的保护的。这个我想我们是可以理解的。